There's a few different ways we could handle this. Snow-capped mountains. Lots of art. Venus tears. Lowercase t. Grab the thinner. I wonder if that was a typo. Lakeshore Restaurant. Got the fish key. Really cool effect. How we can see the mist on the outside.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James? Well, have you?
No. Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it? But don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
My dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James. I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little surly sometimes, and he doesn't laugh much, but underneath, he's really a sweet person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend forever, Mary.
Laura, how old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one Mary... Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
It's really heartbreaking stuff. But we learn a lot in that exchange and from reading that letter that Mary wrote to Laura in the hospital. And we get to see the good side of Mary. The really kind and beautiful person that befriended Laura in the hospital, who knew that she was going to die, and still wrote that really kind letter saying goodbye. And what do you want to bet that Angela's nearby? The random appearance of these enemies again would certainly suggest that. But a lot of people think that Laura is dead, that she's just a spirit. And seeing that her and Mary were in the hospital together, and Mary was very sick, it would make sense. But it can't be proven. It's really ambiguous. It's really left open for interpretation. I like to think that Laura is alive. I like to think that she's, despite being kind of a bitch, that she's an innocent child. She doesn't see the demons like our other characters. And she's genuinely just looking for her friend, just like James is looking for his wife. Their bond was strong enough to bring Laura here in search of her. Mary told her all about Silent Hill. Let's go ahead and bust out another really strange item in the game, the fish key. And inside is another key. I can't hear anything from the receiver. Could the phone line possibly be cut? Looks like a picture of the Lakeview. And in here are some really good details. There's a book open on top of the desk. It looks like a medical book. I've already read enough medical books. None of them ever did any good. Really nice detail about James and Mary right here. I mean, we already know that James cares deeply for Mary, hence why he's here willing to go through all of this shit. But here we discover that he did do his research, trying to find a cure for Mary's rare disease. And another thing we could talk about, I think for the first time, is how, James is always asking himself, Mary, did you really die 3 years ago? He says that to himself multiple times throughout the game. And... uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get off me. But, I mean, we already know that James is repressing memories. He's totally delusional. And if we compare him to Angela and Eddie, who we know Angela killed her father probably a few days ago. It's just now coming out in the papers. And Eddie likely just fled to Silent Hill as well after shooting the dog and the football player. So from that, we can deduce that Mary likely did not die 3 years ago. Mary, in fact, died 3 days ago. Not a big surprise. Yet another key. Photos are scattered all over the bed. What's this? Part of the photo has been colored over with a marker. So here we can use the thinner. Hell. And that changes every playthrough. I got a Cinderella music box. Need to find one more. And here... oh, we sometimes can get a rare sound effect, but it did not trigger. If you want to look it up, look up something like man crying or crying man, Silent Hill 2. It's very rare and creepy as hell. That one always plays. Did you guys hear it? I really hope that most of the viewers have been using a headset to watch this. It makes a really big difference. Room 312 is actually just on the other side of that gate, so... that sound effect triggering is pretty on point. And here, we can use that key we just picked up. There's something written over the button. What's this? Weight allowance, 1 person. The shelf is empty. It looks like I could store my stuff here. Alright, so what we have to do is put all of our shit on the shelf. Just look at all this stuff. How can James carry all this? The great knife, too. However, we can hang on to the photo. We can also hang on to the letter. Laura's letter? I honestly don't know. Let's test it. Nope. Letter supposedly given to Laura by Mary. Okay. We're good to go. Okay, we got the employee map now. A few things we need to do down here. There are potatoes and onions here. They smell slightly rotten. I got a Snow White music box. So we have all 3 now. One more thing. The office. Mr. James Sunderland, the videotape you left here is being kept in the office on the 1st floor. I got the videotape. There's a can opener beneath the videotape. Let's grab that too. Everybody loves a can opener puzzle. Just you wait. Okay, let's go. Whoa! Uh-oh. Ah! Son of a bitch. This really reminds me of The Shining. The boiler room. I got the bar key. Bit on the noisy side. Out of my fucking way, man. Where am I going? Wrong way. Nope. But yeah, that's in The Shining. The Overlook is destroyed because the boiler room explodes. And over here, we can use that can opener. There's a can with no label on it. Classic, bizarre Silent Hill puzzle. What do we find inside? Light bulbs. Okay, that's normal. There was a light bulb in the can. Where am I going, man? Alright, so over here we can't use the bar key because it's too dark to find the keyhole. Good thing we opened up that can of light bulbs, because there's a flashlight over here. There's a lamp on the counter, but there's no light bulb, so I can't turn it on. Let's use the bulb. So now we can open up this door. Classic Silent Hill puzzle. Couldn't see the keyhole because it was too dark. So we had to open up a can filled with light bulbs to retrieve a light bulb for the flashlight. Alright, now we can make a break back to retrieve our stuff.